found a house since yesterday, and I flipped it. I flipped it inside out. Perfect for, and it's very girly. The camera is all set up. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I want to start this vlog with really good news. We found a house. I am so excited. This house is everything that we were looking for and more. I cannot express how happy I am that we finally found our house. And the office space, it's just chef kiss. And I want to take you guys with me to the house. I wanted to show you around a little bit. So tomorrow, okay, I'm just really excited, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Tomorrow, we're going to do the inspection, which is one of the conditions, the only condition that we had for the house. And we need to go do the inspection tomorrow. So I wanted to take you guys with me to show you my office space. Not the rest of the house just yet, because the current owner's stuff is still there, so I don't think it's okay for me to just be filming inside when it's not our things. But the office is empty, so I wanted to show you the office tomorrow and kind of like show you and help you visualize how I want my office to be. I obviously want to try to recreate the previous office that I had, and hopefully everything that I had in my previous office will fit in there. This room is, I think it's a little bit smaller than the current one that I had, because before we had a townhouse, so the whole basement was my office basically. And the basement was really, really small. So I feel like everything is still gonna fit, but it's just a little bit smaller. And also I have this beautiful and huge walk-in closet that I cannot wait to custom make it and have it exactly how I want to store all of my stuff. But I also want the office to have a little corner for sewing. So I still haven't had the chance to like fully get into the design mode of the office, because again, we're doing the inspection tomorrow. So even though we are extremely excited about the house, we still need to make sure that everything goes good and smooth with the inspection, so that we can actually say it's our house, you know what I mean? So yeah, we are waiting on that. And then whenever we get the possession of the house, which is going to be next month. So exciting. It's like happening really quickly. Then I will give you a full empty house tour, so you can see around with me and see your little space. But yeah, there is a big window in that room in the basement, which I'm so excited, because that will give a lot of natural light. Like right now I have a lot of natural light, and it's because there is a big window in front of me, even though we are in the basement. So I'm really excited about that. And there is this office space in the main floor. However, I don't think all of my stuff is gonna fit there, and there's not closet in that space. And I need a lot of room for all of my stuff. So that's gonna be the kids' play area. And I'm gonna get the big room in the basement, which I'm okay with because I can take the big walk-in closet for that. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm really excited. And I just can't wait to show you. So we're gonna go tomorrow and I'll show you everything. The other thing, what else was I gonna say? Oh, regarding the audio for the vlogs, I was able to get the first clip to sound really good, which is the already in the camera mic. So I feel like I'm just gonna keep it at that and use that as the mic rather than the clip-on lavalier mic, and just leave that other mic for whenever I'm doing sit-down videos, and you know. Because it's too much for me to have the clip or not, and I really appreciate all of your feedback. I really appreciate that you took the time to write a comment and say what you thought about the audio. And after editing the first clip, which was recorded with the camera, I was like, with this little trick that I can do to fix the audio, it sounds just as good as if I had a mic, like an external mic on it. So I'm gonna do that, and that's gonna just be so much easier for me. And then, yeah, so that's regarding the audio. Right now, I am working on my crochet project that I need to do the table runner with the hexagons that I had to do for Lion Brand for the kit. This is a pattern that is already on my website. I already did it years ago, probably 2 or 3 years ago. I'm just redoing it to have less colors in this pattern so that the kit is more accessible and we don't have like 10 different colors, you know what I mean? So I'm just doing 3 colors. I think I showed you before, but these 2 colors are gonna be in the inner part of the hexagon, and then all the rest are gonna have this cream color around, and that's how I'm gonna do it. So I've been working on that since last night, which I don't know, for some reason recreating a pattern that I already have, it's not super exciting to me. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna watch something while I do this, and I just need to get it done kind of thing. This is not a pattern that excites me to do again. I love how it turned out, and I think it's a beautiful pattern, but not to do it twice. So I'm working on that right now. I have all of these ones done since yesterday, so I will be making more today and see if hopefully I can get this table runner done soon. It is absolutely beautiful. I love the design and I love how they look. I just did it one time already, so that's why I'm not super excited about it. But yeah, I'm gonna continue working on that, and then I'll bring you guys along with me tomorrow. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Hello everyone. It is not the next day yet, it's actually the same day, but I am trying something and I wanted to document it in here and show you because I am like experimenting to do something. I'm gonna go see my friend that just had a baby that I was able to photograph her birth. I mentioned it in my previous vlog, and I have been planning on making a couple of things for her, sewing related, because she also knits, crochet, and all of that. So, and I've been wanting to make her something that was sewn. So I thought of a changing mat, and so I bought towels and I bought fabric that I know she's gonna like, and I did a little trial. I am completely making this up. I'm not following any patterns, so if it turns out cute, perfect. If it doesn't, I don't know. But I did a little teeny tiny swatch in here. So this is a scrap of fabric that I had, and then the back is a towel that I bought. I already cut it to the dimensions that I want her changing mat to be, and we'll see how it turns out. So I did the square and I flipped it. I sewn the pretty sides together, and then I flipped it around and I did a top stitch around, and it looks very cute. I could always do like a binding around. That's more work, and also I kind of like how these raw, no, they're not raw edges, but like the fluffy edges look around. So I think I'm gonna keep it like this, but I didn't want to have batting in the fabric and the towel. I just want the fabric and the towel, so it's easier to clean. There's no polyester involved in any of that because it's, you know, little baby's bum. So I wanted to also quilt with the towel, and I think this little sample that I just made turned out okay. I mean, not okay, it actually turned out cute. So I feel like I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna do it like this. I have 2 towels and 2 pieces of fabric, but I think I can make more changing mats with the same towels if it doesn't work. So here's what we got so far. I have the fabric and I have the towel. I just cut it. It's really, really, really messy when you cut it, so I try to keep as much edge as I could. And then, yeah, I could also use my serger in here to kind of help with the, you know, the little fluffs coming. And I'm using this towel that I bought at Winners. It's a Calvin Klein, and it's 100% cotton, and it's super soft. So this size that I have left, half of the towel, it's enough to make another changing mat. So these are the 2 that I have right now, and then I also have this towel, which is very nice, with this fabric that matches her house. So I think those 2 are really cute, and yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna try with this one first. I'm gonna sew it around, again, pretty sides together, and sew it around, leave a good gap in here so I can flip it inside out after, and do top stitch around, and then some quilting. So hopefully the quilting goes good. I don't know if I want to do straight lines or maybe some squares or something. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping that it turns out cute. Let's try it and see how it goes, and then I'll show you guys how it turns out. I ended up using the serger on the edge, on these edges, because it was very, very, very messy. So I used the serger just to like close the sides and make sure that I don't get as many fluffies. I am ironing the fabric that I have this little thing in my ear saying you should have washed the fabric before to make sure, blah blah blah, especially because this is gonna be an item that's gonna be washed often. But yeah, I don't know why I'm so nervous making this. I think it's because I don't like wasting anything, and I'm trying this without following any tutorial or anything. So like, if it doesn't turn out nice, I'm wasting material, and I don't like that. So I'm hoping that it's gonna turn out great. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Today is an exciting day. We're going to see the house, and I finished the changing mats last night, so I am really excited to show you. I'm so proud of how it turned out, and I did write down the dimensions, and I also took a pictures of the second one that I made, like the step-by-step, because I will be writing a blog post not only to share what I did with you guys in case you want to do something similar, but to remember myself in case I want to do it on another occasion. And I think it's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna start doing sewing patterns, so I want to clear that up. I will be posting some some blog posts I'm gonna write here and there of things that I make that are my own and that I want to share with you guys, but I'm not going to like regularly start posting sewing patterns. So with that being said, let me show you the 2 designs that I picked. So I showed you the blue last night, and I also showed you the green. They're done, and I am obsessed. I wish so bad that I had these ones when I had my babies, because they are really nice, comfy, soft, easy to wash, and they're just very, very cute. So yeah, I wish I had them when I had my babies. And the other thing that I really like about them is the size that I made them. When I had my babies, I had one specific changing mat that was wider than all the other smaller ones that I had. And I really liked that one. That was my all-time favorite because it was wide enough that when the kids started like wiggling around and moving, they weren't coming out of the mat. It was still there. It was wide enough. I love that mat. It's probably gone by now, but I would have used those measurements if I had it. But I made this one in a similar size, like big enough that your baby, even when they're 10 months old, you can still change them in this, and there's still plenty of room. So let me show you how they look like. And by the time you guys are watching this vlog, the blog post should be up on my blog, so I will link it below in case you sew and you want to make this as a gift, or for yourself, for your babies if you're pregnant or whatever. I also think it's a really good idea for a baby shower gift. Things like this that are so practical and that are just unique are amazing. Like, I would have, like I said, loved to have something like this when I had my kids. But anyways, here it is. It's got a little tie. You can put snaps if you want, or Velcro. It doesn't matter. I did ties because it was just the easiest. And then it's folded, and then you open it and you have the towel side and then the nice pretty side on the other side. How many times did I say side? And then I didn't end up quilting it. I did a small stars that you can't even tell on this pattern because of the design, but you can tell in this one because it's more it's a plain solid color. So I did a few stars all throughout the changing mat. They're not even stars, they're just like a cross. And that's to just keep the this fabric from moving from the towel side. So now it's all in one place. It's not gonna move even when you wash it or whatever. I thought about it and I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. So that's what I did, and it turned out really, really nice. So it's pretty large, as you can see, perfect for bigger babies. And the good thing too is that you can adjust the size and make it as big as you want or as small as you want, and it's so customizable. Anyways, I don't know how to say that word. And then I put my little logo in here, which I think it looks so cute. And then you can fold it however you want. I just flip two sides a couple of times like this, and then we tie. And that's it. So that's the blue one. I think she's gonna love it. I think she is going to absolutely love this. Is very much her. I love her, and we are pretty much the same person in two different bodies, and I know she's gonna love it. So yeah, I have it. We tie it and it's ready to go. And then the other one is this green, and this one has that fun towel on the other side, the striped ones, and then a plain green. I also put the logo in here, and as I said before, wait, I have a thread that I need to cut. As I said before, I did have these little stars or crosses throughout the project. It was very little. Towels or terry cloth, which is the material, like the name of the material. It's a very messy material to work with. Very, very messy once you cut it. So if you don't have a serger, you can still do it and use a zigzag stitch to like encase the border. But if you have a serger, even better, because then it's, you know, makes your life so much easier. But you will need to use the zigzag stitch. I mean, the raw edges are gonna be inside but I still don't know, like, you're obviously not gonna see inside here, like if the fluffies start getting inside, but I don't know if eventually there's a lot of fluffs and then they come and they accumulate in a corner or something. I don't know. I just didn't want that to happen, so I highly recommend you use a zigzag stitch or a serger. I am currently at the house in the basement, and there's a lot going on with the house right now. I mean, there are a few things that concern us, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that everything is gonna go well and that this is the house. But if not, I don't know. But anyways, let me show you the office space that I will have if everything goes well. So you come down to the basement, and there's some space in here that we will have like a little sitting area, and this would be the office. So there's a pretty big wall there that I will use for my desk, as well as that, and then another wall in here for more desk. I still don't know the configuration and what I want to do, but it's a pretty big room. And then when you walk here, you have this bathroom, which is very nice to have a bathroom right next to the office. I think this is because it was supposed to be a bedroom in here. That's why they have that bathroom. But then in here we have this beautiful and huge walk-in closet that right now it's got some stuff, but it's huge, and I would absolutely love to have in here all of my yarn stuff, except for that spider over there. But yeah, that's the big walk-in closet that belongs to the room that would be my office. So this would be the office space, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well and we can get the house. But yeah, the inspection is currently going on, so I need to go up and continue listening to what they need to tell me about the house. But yeah, then if we get the house, I'll give you guys a proper tour. Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. I feel like I haven't vlogged in a little bit because we are still in the house situation, making sure that everything is good. We still haven't gotten firm yet, so I'm like very hesitant to even talk about it because I just want everything to go well. We should be closing today. I mean, not closing, going firm today with the house. We're just waiting for a few things on the seller's ends. During the inspection, we got a few things that we wanted to get looked at and fixed before we move into the house. And so the sellers have been very cooperative, and they have been looking around and doing their due diligence to make sure that everything is done properly and good for us. So I'm just glued to my phone right now, just waiting to hear the call from our realtor to say everything is good and we're going firm, so then I can actually plan. And if everything goes good, then the office or the space that you guys seen will be my office, and I'm very excited about that. I already have a bunch of plans with that house, and we want to do a lot of things, so I'm just crossing my fingers, praying and hoping that everything is gonna go well. But in other notes, knitting and crochet related, I kid you not, I did my pattern for the cardigan and I sent everything. I took my pictures, and I completely forgot that I needed to do the blog post, that I needed to translate it to Spanish, that I needed to do all of that stuff, that it's a lot. And I just realized that today is Tuesday and the pattern goes live on Thursday. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I already did the blog post in English. I just have to translate and do the Spanish post and the Spanish pattern, which is not crazy a lot, but it just takes time because I need to translate everything. I of course use ChatGPT to help me translate everything, but I need to obviously read it and make sure that it is done correctly, and that it's everything is spelled correctly, and that the conjugation and how everything sounds is correctly, because I speak Spanish, so I know if something sounds good or not. Anyways, that's what's going on with the pattern, but I'm really happy. It's gonna go live on Thursday, so I'm not sure when I'm posting this vlog, if Thursday or Friday. I posted a video last Sunday and I didn't like the day that I posted it. I feel like it didn't reach as many of you guys as it usually does. I don't know, but we're still experimenting with those kind of videos. But now let me show you. I have in here my beautiful bag, and I have things that I am currently working on and I wanted to show you. So I'm gonna sit you on this table. I'm gonna sit you on this table and I'm gonna show you what I'm currently working on. First, I have a project in here that I want to start, and I think I showed you already. It's going to be a baby blanket. So I have the yarn in here and my knitting needles, and I haven't started yet. I haven't thought about the pattern or the stitch or the color configuration that I want to do. So it's here, but I'm just like, I have it so I can start working on that. And then the other project that I was working on and I couldn't show you yet because I wanted to get a little bit more further into the pattern before showing you is a new blanket that I will be making. And it's a chenille blanket with hexagons, and I am in love. And this is what I have so far. These are my hexagons. This is my color palette. It's very girly because it's gonna be for Isa. And this is the hexagon that I decided to go for. So I did the Not Your Abuelita's blanket square pattern with chenille, and it had a solid granny square. So I thought, let's do the same thing for a hexagon, and let's do a solid hexagon, and we'll have this nice and beginner friendly blanket. And this is a color palette. I am already obsessed, and there is something really cool about having a stack of hexagons in this case that just like motivates me. I like having it in front of me when I'm working, and then every time I make a hexagon I put it on top and I keep piling it, and I don't know why, but there's something so satisfying seeing this growing that I don't know. I really like it, and I'm really excited with this. So I'm hoping that tonight I can make a few more and then start working on the blanket. At least start planning. I don't have my notebook in here or my iPad, which is, I'm gonna have to go get it, because if I find a stitch or an idea that I like for the blanket, I need to write it down immediately. And the other thing that I have in here is the yarn that I'm working on for the hexagons, and I'm using my snap bags because this is my favorite bag to use whenever I'm using different color yarns, because I can have them all in here, they don't get tangled, and I can see how much yarn I have, and they're just in one place. I love it. I've mentioned this many times. I posted it today in stories and I got a ton of messages asking me where I got this bag from, so I linked it in my stories. But yeah, it's a fabulous bag for that reason. I'm gonna start working and making my hexagons and continue progressing. And once I get bored with the hexagons, I will start on the blanket. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. And if you're wondering why I'm not translating and working on my computer right now, my brain does not work at night for computer work. Like back in the day before I had my kids, I don't know if it's like a mom brain or whatever it is, but back in the day I was able to work really late at night and do computer work and, you know, do all of that. But right now, after I had my kids, I cannot function at night time. Like, I can't sit down on a computer and focus on doing something on the computer. I just cannot. All I can do is something that I don't need to think about, so that's knitting, crochet, or sewing. So yeah.
I think too much. I wake up tired and terrified. Started feeling.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Today I woke up and I am ready to start working and doing computer work. I have quite a little bit of computer work to get done today. I need to finish, like I mentioned yesterday, translating my pattern to Spanish, and then I want to have ready the newsletter and things like that for my new pattern. And I also want to take a couple more pictures of the cardigan that are more like a close-up and things like that. I will show you how I do take my pictures when I'm by myself and when I want to do it by myself. And yeah, I think this vlog is already getting a little bit long. I haven't edited or checked or anything, so I'm not quite sure, but I am pretty sure I can already anticipate that it's gonna be a long one. So I also wanted to start today the kids quilt, which I don't know if I should start it in here because it's gonna be a very long vlog. But yeah, I'm going to do my computer work and then hopefully I will finish that at a decent time. Translation is done. I was scheduling a couple of pins on Pinterest, but I'm extremely cold, so I want to go upstairs and take those pictures, get myself somewhat ready. It's really hard at the moment to do that because I have crazy allergies and I've been sneezing non-stop. So I'm gonna try to do that. I still have a few more pins that I need to schedule, but I'll do that later. I have what I need to do now ready. So, I already, like I said, I translated everything. The blog posts are ready for tomorrow. I also have my newsletter ready for tomorrow. I just have to add the links. I don't post any of the links, the new links, until the morning of, because that's when I put everything live, and that's also when I get my link for the kits with Lion Brand. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow, which is minimal work, and then of course post on Instagram and YouTube, maybe a reel on my TikTok, where I also post some reels here and there. So I mean reels, TikToks. So yeah, I am extremely cold right now. We're in the basement, AC is on, so I need to go upstairs and take those pictures and get a little bit warm because yeah, very, very cold. I have in here my camera. This is my backpack. I'll show you upstairs what I have in there. And I also need my tripod and my phone tripod, so I can take, here's my tripod, and then my phone tripod, so I can take a couple of clips for a reel or something. This is the tripod that I use for my pictures. So I have all my equipment. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I absolutely love, and I'm very passionate about photography. I really, really like taking pictures, and that's why I invested in a very good quality camera, because I like taking my own pictures, which I think it's very nice, and I don't have to be relying on other photographers. That's not why I like it. I just really like photography. So, woo, we're bright. We're in this room, which is my mother-in-law's office, which is currently Luca's room. So, I'll get everything set up and situated. I need to change my clothes, do something with my face a little bit, and then I'll show you how my setup looks like whenever I'm taking pictures. Okay, that was very quick. I didn't do crazy much with my face because I have a giant mosquito bite in here, and I feel like whenever you're trying to cover something that it's so there, it just, I don't know, I don't like it. So anyways, it is what it is. I just put a little bit of lip gloss, I did my eyelash, and that's good enough for me. So okay, I'm just trying to rush because my kids are gonna be home soon and I want to try to get this done ASAP. I am also wearing a summery blue long dress for the full body pictures. I did jeans and a top, and this time I wanted to just have a nice dress, and I feel like the brown looks really nice with the blue, so that's what we're wearing right now. And I'm also not taking full body pictures because the cardigan is pretty long and so it's the dress, and I don't feel like those two go really well together. So again, I'm not taking full body pictures. So yeah, let's get everything set up in here. The camera is all set up. This is my my bag. I have a bunch of things in here: lenses, memory cards, a bunch of batteries, and things like that. Like I said, I'm very passionate about photography, and I don't mind investing money because it's for my business. Anyways, I had to run to the basement to get one of these yarns so I can do a little reel. And I have my camera all ready, and what you see in here is a remote that I plug into my camera, and then I just press the button. It takes, oh, I'm tired. I press the button and takes a picture, which I love. Canon has an app that you can download and do that on your app, and you can also see the picture you're taking, but I don't like it because it's a little bit slow, so I'd rather just have this remote. It's really good. I love it because you can be really far and it will still take the picture. So yeah, that's what I'm using right now, and let's take some pictures.
You grind your teeth, hide your bloodshot eyes, talking in your sleep. Guess we're on a losing streak, but we're in good company. I feel better when you speak, 'cause you know the words to comfort me.
So while I keep browsing stitches for my upcoming blankets and my kids are having their iPad time right now, I'm going to leave the vlog here because I think it's already pretty long. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you have any questions or anything regarding this vlog or anything that you've seen, please leave them in the comment below, and I will link this cardigan pattern if it's released by the time we're watching this vlog. Probably will. I will also leave the link in the description. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog, and I'll see you in the next one. I cannot close this vlog without updating you guys on the house situation. So we got the house. It is official. It is final, so I can insert that clip without worrying. But we got the house. We're so excited, and we're moving in only 2.5 weeks, which is absolutely crazy. We cannot wait. I cannot wait to get there and call it my home and make that beautiful room my office. It's a house from the 90s, so it's got some character, and we obviously want to make it our own, so we're going to do, you know, little things here and there to make it our style and how we like it. We're gonna paint and all of that fun stuff, and it is a house that checks all of our boxes. We were either looking for a house that had an unfinished basement like this one, so we could create my office space and a space for the kids. And the fact that this house has half of the basement unfinished and the other half with an office like that, it's just meant to be. The only thing that wasn't like crazy for us was the size of the backyard. We wanted a slightly bigger backyard because we have the kids and we want a space for them to run and have fun. But this one has a very decent sized backyard, way bigger than the one we had in our previous home. So that's an upgrade for sure. But yeah, so we are super excited. And I cannot wait to take you guys along this journey. And there's gonna be a lot of vlogs related to the house, moving in, an empty house tour maybe, and of course everything that has to do with the office, getting it back together how I had it in my previous home, and hopefully doing a few new things, getting that beautiful closet all custom made for my business and all the stuff, the yarn, the fabric, and all of that. So I'm very excited. To say that I'm excited, it's quite an understatement because we're so grateful to be here, but we're so ready to have our space again. And I don't know, I'm just very excited. And to decorate the kids' room, we have so many ideas. So yeah, that's the little update with the house.